Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, guys, and thank you for tuning in. All right, in this episode, we're talking about traps, and definitely traps that myself or Susie have fallen into in our training experience, and hopefully going to help you guys avoid them. So we hope that you enjoy this episode. If you do, please make sure you give us a rating and a review. It helps get our podcast out to some incredible people around the world. And with that being said, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. What is going on, team? And thank you for tuning in.
Welcome back to the pod, folks.
Hopefully you guys are having a great, what a terrible start. Great day to wherever you are in the world.
You okay?
Blah. My brain is scrambled. Scrambled brain right now. Okay. We have a question here, my love. We have
a question?
We have a question from someone in Denmark.
Wow.
Which is pretty freaking cool. Do we need to create like a new segment? Do we have a name for this segment? People send us questions and we just answer them. What should we name this?
I don't know, baby. What should we name this?
Do you want to come up with a really cool sound effect for it?
I think that you should tell the podcast the cool sound effect that you came up with before we started recording.
Before we started recording, I just made like the most random sound that I don't even remember what I said.
You want me to redo it for you?
Do it for me.
No, you do it. You're so embarrassed. I love seeing you scramble.
I don't remember what I did.
You went, witchiga, witchiga, witchiga,
oh,
witchiga,
yeah.
witchiga.
There we go. That's it.
No, you have to do it for the podcast.
Witchiga, 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 witchiga. All right, new message from Nikki from Denmark. Jacobson, did I say his last name? Yeah. All right. Let me read you what he wrote here. Okay. He has to do a full podcast on this, but I don't know if we could do a full episode, but we can definitely do a banter topic on it. He wrote, "Hey guys, I just wanted to say that your podcast has been a big source of motivation for me on my fitness journey." Hell yeah.
Shout out.
"I have asthma and train CrossFit, and I am planning to compete in the Open next year." I'm assuming this is 2027. "It made me wonder how others in the same situation handle high-intensity training. Would you consider doing an episode on CrossFit and asthma? I'd love to hear your perspective on it. Thanks a lot from Denmark, and please keep up the great work for the community." Thank you, dude. That was awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay. So first of all, this is freaking cool that someone across the world is listening to this podcast. That's just inspirational to keep doing this thing.
Keeping the podcast alive, folks.
Yeah, love it. I love the fact that he has asthma and he is training CrossFit. So good for you, Nikki. This is freaking awesome for you. I don't know. So I don't have like an extreme amount of knowledge, like deep knowledge on asthma in itself. I definitely know that usually asthma is like, I believe, inflammation that kind of closes your airways in your lungs for you to breathe.
Probably would have been worth doing a quick Google search before we started.
Well,
but we don't like doing that, guys.
But I'll definitely say this, like, for any sort of exercise, for anyone starting in any position in life, whether you're you've done sports before or you've done training or like you've done gym and then you start CrossFit, you always got to start something slow, right? So at the beginning of your journey, you should never be really getting out of breath. Like you shouldn't be pushing so hard that you are like severely out of breath. In your situation, you have to be a little bit more mindful for sure. You have to go a little bit slower and hopefully pick up on certain triggers, right? So like if you are feeling your pathways close a little bit quicker, then you definitely need to react a little bit faster than someone who doesn't have asthma. But that being said, there are tons of high performance athletes that deal with asthma.
Right.
And in order to improve your asthma, you definitely want to have better cardiovascular health, right? You want to be able to breathe better. And depending on where you're at in your fitness journey, You just need to slowly build up that process, right? And if you are living a healthier lifestyle, if you are eating healthier foods and you are managing inflammation levels, like for example, if you're someone who's 200 pounds overweight, then you're going to have a high amount of inflammation in your body, right? So your asthma is going to trigger very, very quickly. If you're a little bit leaner and you are focusing on your fitness and you are putting yourselves in aerobic training and things like that, then you are going to improve your body's ability to breathe while working out, or just to breathe in everyday life, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that applies for people who don't have asthma as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just like for someone who's out of shape and is just getting into working out, like they're going to get out of breath much quicker. You just got to be a little bit more aware of your situation. I'm assuming you probably have to have a pump on hand just in case anything were to trigger it or to get worse. But in your situation, definitely CrossFit is going to help you out tremendously on this area here. Asthma is definitely something that can be scary, but I don't know how long you've been dealing with this. I would imagine this isn't something that's brand new. That's probably been in your life for a while. So you just got to be a little bit more aware of the actual triggers, right? Like just when you're doing conditioning pieces, don't push too hard too soon. I would also really encourage you to get a good warm up in, right? Like if you're just kind of skipping through the warm up, or maybe you have a strength piece and a conditioning piece and you just warm up for the strength without actually doing any sort of breathing work before that. And then it comes down to starting the conditioning piece and your heart rate elevates and your breathing gets heavy really, really quick. Just make sure you get like a really good warm up in. Continue to live a healthier lifestyle. So just slowly build on your aerobic training, slowly build on the intensity of your workouts.
Yeah. Eat
healthier foods. Sleep well, manage your inflammation, and your asthma will get better over time for sure.
Yeah, and then, there's a certain element of just like using medication as needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inhaler.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So
when I was a kid, I was so jealous of kids who had an inhaler. Like I thought it was so cool.
Like people who had glasses too.
Oh my God, I wanted glasses so bad. Sometimes I still do.
Oh, really?
But then I see like my friends who have glasses and I'm like, seems like a chore.
You're like, man, I wish I could just use a pump and have glasses.
Anyways, just an aside. Fun fact about me.
Fun fact about you. And also last thing, like, hell yeah, get in that open next year. The open... I mean, if you're doing CrossFit somewhat consistently, like the open is just another workout. It brings another layer of stress, but at the end of the day, it's just another workout, right? It's just another workout out there. You approach the conditionings you do in the gym the same way you should approach the open workouts. Obviously, there's a higher level of intensity that people want to bring to it because you are putting yourself in a situation where almost 300,000 people worldwide are doing that exact workout, and maybe you want to perform at your best, and yeah, it is an exciting moment. So just be extra mindful at the beginning of the open when it's 3, 2, 1 go, that you don't go firing off and on all cylinders, and just go a little bit slower at the beginning of the open workouts. But hell yeah, I love that this is your goal for next year, and hopefully you'll write to us next year saying that you did it and you crushed it.
You don't have to wait till next year. You could write to us in between.
Oh, hell yeah. Anytime. If ever you guys have any questions on anything fitness related, health related, shoot us a message. Susie will make the noise for us. And we love to hear from you guys, especially from Denmark.
I love the sound effect.
I hope I didn't butcher the name here. Nikki, how would you say that?
Nikki,
middle name.
I don't think we need to like give the whole government name on our podcast.
I don't know. I was more curious because, anyways, shout out to you, Nikki. Thank you for writing to us.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, this is cool.
All right.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
Banter topic
See you next
1,
week, folks.
Banter topic 2. We put up some cool black glass boards up on our wall last week.
You did.
And yeah, solely myself. I leveled and measured them all by myself. No, I'm just kidding. I did not. My dad came in.
You're so handy.
My dad came in and helped me out.
Said no one ever.
I am we have 8 perfectly even glass boards on our wall at the gym.
How long did that take?
If about an hour ish.
Oh, not too bad.
If it was just me, you would have seen them like 2 inches away from the next one 8 inches away, then the next one like 3 feet higher on the wall.
Yes.
So Pops came in, helped me out, leveled it. You put the laser right across, helped level everything. And yeah, and then anyway, so we put our level system on there, right? So we put all the people who are in level yellow, 100 classes. Then we had the orange, 200 classes, 300 classes, 400, 500.
Then we like wrote down all the names.
We wrote them all down. So all of our members who are
1,000. Sorry, you were just
1,000.
Sorry.
And then 1,500, which no one is at that 1,000 club yet.
That'll be you first, but it's like a bit weird for it to be like us.
What do you mean weird? Well, it's kind of normal. Like if it would be
it
weird if it wasn't.
Else, it would be weird.
Yeah, if it was anyone else, it'd be weird. What are you talking about? The fact that it should be us because we've been here since day one. But we have our first client getting very close to the 750 mark.
Who dat?
I don't want to say it until they hit it. Do you have a guess?
I don't want to guess wrong because that'd be offensive to the person who it is. I think it's Jason.
Who knows? We'll find out soon.
Give me a sign.
With like head nod?
Yeah, they can't see us. Okay, perfect. Brandon just shook his head in circles.
In circles. Big circles. We're going to find out soon.
Am I right?
You are right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be really close between Daphne, who's obviously a coach now, but started as a client.
She was a day one client.
And then it's going to be Jason coming up soon. Yeah. 750 classes. Attaboy. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's cool to see the amount of names that are up on that board.
So all our clients who have yet to do 100 classes, their names are not up there yet. So
Correct.
The names that you see, if you want your name on the board, you got to get to the 100 club.
You got to get, yeah. And there was a few people that were like, oh, like my name's not up there yet. We would need like 4 glass boards for people who
are between 0 and 100.
Between 0 and 100. Yeah.
100's like a big accomplishment. That deserves your name on the wall.
That deserves your name on the wall for sure. Yeah.
We have the glass boards up, but then something that we also do that I didn't realize how many members are attached to until I started talking about the levels with people.
Yeah.
Is that Wodify keeps track of your streak.
Oh yeah, your weekly streak. Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't think people were bothered.
Oh yeah.
People are really attached to their streak.
People are attached to their streak. They're not bothered. They're bothered if they potentially miss it.
But I mean, like, I thought like people couldn't be bothered. You know, like how my mom would say, like, "Oh, can't be bothered with that, mate."
So British.
Like I didn't think people cared about their streak.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Was it a conversation you had with someone recently?
Yeah, Jason.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jason was talking about his streak, and I think it's something like 100 and something. I don't know what weeks.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I came back from vacation, and I came on a Sunday morning
just to get it,
just to keep my streak alive." Yeah. And I was like, "That's dedication." I didn't realize that was really like impacting people.
Yeah. I mean, if you leave, like ours is just over a year now, but because
we were gone for a month.
Yeah, we're gone for a month last year. But yeah, I think it might be Ashley or Amy who have the longest streak officially. It's something really, really long. Really long. It's like 150 or something like that. Like an absurd amount of length here.
I literally didn't even know where to see mine. And now I know where it is. I have a deep connection to it.
What is your streak at? It's probably the exact same.
I think it's like 62, 63.
Gotcha.
I don't know, but I'm disappointed because now in hindsight, I'm like, oh my gosh, we can never go on vacation again. It's not worth it.
Or vacations have to be 6 days long. You hear that, guys? If you're a CrossFit Max member and you want to keep your streak alive, no more 7-day vacations.
62-week streak.
62. You got to go for 6 days so that or at least before you leave on vacation. Like if you're on the way to the airport, you got to make sure that you get to the gym. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm going to go do gym and then I'm going to go to the airport for 7 days.
And on the way home from the airport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was a fun little banter talk. I'm very excited about that board.
You could. Is it calendar weeks?
As opposed to what? What are the other weeks?
Because, like, what if you came on a Monday, then you were gone for like 10 days, and then you came on a Friday?
Oh, gotcha.
I think you could do that. I think it's calendar weeks.
Yes. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
You're allowed up to like a 12-day vacation.
Yeah. Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
You know, like if you come to the gym
though.
on a Monday and then you come back on the Sunday, like you go
Like
on
the following week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you're in two. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote us on this.
Don't lose your streak because
someone's gonna be like, I
She
listened
lied!
to Susie and I came 8 days later, but it wasn't. It was on this calendar week, but it wasn't in like a consecutive.
Yeah,
week.
just to be safe, don't go away for more than 6 days at a time. Anyways, everyone, if you're not sure how to see your streak, if you go in Wodify, you go under your personal records, your streak's there.
I mean, it's right at the top, love.
Where?
Doesn't it show like right on the homepage? You don't have to go anywhere. I think it's literally on the homepage.
Oh, it's because I'm on Coach View right now. Oh, yeah, it is on the homepage.
Yeah.
On the homepage it says, keep it up. 62-week streak.
You're on 62?
What are you on?
63. Boom! Oh,
Wow.
that feels good. Just kidding.
Well.
Okay, this leads well
I'm going to
into our...
unsign you out of every single class just to mess with you. All week long. You're gonna open that next week and unbeknownst to you, it's going to be 0.
Okay, let's talk.
Okay, moving on.
Talk about our topic for the day. It's going to be like a multi-topic...
multifaceted. Multi-layered.
Multi-layered, sure. All of the above, yes.
Like a multi-layered dip.
So many dips.
7
But
layer
as Coach Alana says, you never double dip. All right. Have you heard her use that analogy in coaching?
I haven't, but I
Whenever
love that.
she does like strict press or push press, she always talks about how you're at a party and you never double dip. It's like bend your knees twice, you know?
She would say that. She's really big on keeping your germs to yourself.
Yes.
I'm like, dip away, get all the edges. I don't care.
Yeah. Where was I going with this?
Multifaceted topic
Oh, yes,
for
the
today.
topic. Okay, we're talking about biggest fitness and health traps that you can fall into.
So not trends, but traps.
Traps.
I do have pretty big traps.
Massive traps, yeah. So some of the biggest traps, we'll just kind of cover them. I mean, many of them we've covered before, but we'll try to go into depth for some of them. I'll even kind of cover more of the topics that I've had a lot of conversations with people more recently with as well.
Yep.
I'm doing a lot of what we call Coach's Corner here. So I'm meeting up with clients on an individual basis, and we're doing like a 30-minute map out session of their goals. And there are some very similar, I guess, pieces of advice or things that people need to be working on. There are other topics that kind of come up a little bit more frequently as well. So yeah, let's talk about
The traps.
Let's talk about like one of the biggest traps that goes super well with our glass boards that we just put up, our level system, the 100 classes, 200 classes. And that's the first thing people chase usually when they start at a gym is they want intensity usually pretty badly, and intensity is not what's going to give them results. And if you were to ask anybody who is, let's say, 300 or 400 plus classes at CrossFit Max, they're getting those amazing results because they're consistent rather than intense about every single session, right? So the trap is like chasing the intensity over and over and over again, right? And consistency is one of the major things, one of the major players for you to hit almost any of your goals here.
Any goal in life, in the gym, outside the gym.
Yeah.
Consistency is going to be the recipe for success. I think like a lot of people, they want to feel like they're this like phrase of like getting a great workout. They want to like absolutely send it in the gym and feel sort of accomplished in that way. But I feel like there's just so much value in just kind of always showing up, and some days are going to be more intense than others, but reminding yourself that it's not about going 150% every day.
Yeah. And there are some people, like I was even just talking to Lynn after class, and she was asking, we just did our High Rocks workout, and it was a 40-minute AMRAP, really low intensity because the time domain is very long, and the weather's starting to get nice. So we had 400-meter run, and then it was 10
so
cal
nice.
ski, 10 cal row, 10 cal bike erg. 400-meter run, 10, 10, 10, and it's a 40-minute AMRAP. So it's pure just aerobic training. It was meant to be really slow. And I asked Lynn, like, when's the last time you ran? And she said, like, it's been like many, 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 many years since she's gone running. So I was like, perfect. We need to go slow. Like really, really slow. Your runs don't have to be fast. And she did great. Actually, it was a smaller 12 p.m. class. There was Ian, Ali, Ocean, and Lynn. And you have Ian, who's training for runs, who has a decent amount of like running experience. You have Ali and Ocean. One of Ocean's goals is to get out and run a little bit more often. And Ali just has, both of them have really good like aerobic training. Like they have good cardio. They love the cardio
legs.
stuff. Well, yeah, Ali
They're both
does.
tall, right?
Yeah, they're both tall. Yeah, Ali is just, I would imagine, over 6 feet. I think he's a little bit taller than me. And then I guess, yeah, Ocean's tall for women.
I don't know. In my head, they're so tall, and their daughter is so tall.
Yeah, their daughter is very tall. Yeah. But yeah, and like Lynn's like, well, when do I feel like I'm just like pushing so freaking hard? It's like, well, most of the time you're not. Most of the time you're not supposed to feel like you're running into a wall. There are certain moments, certain workouts that do require you to be pushing hard. For example, we did a really intensive squat session last Friday that left Susie, myself, and many of the members pretty sore for days. And that was a relatively short period of time. We did, it was kind of cool. We did a strength piece of back squats, and then our conditioning piece was more like muscular endurance stuff. It was a Tabata, so 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest of wall balls. And then you had 2 minutes of rest, and then you did Tabata of goblet squats. And it wrecked our legs.
Yeah, my legs still hurt. I can't believe we're squatting today again.
Yes, we are squatting 4 days later. But yeah, so
This is my first.
it's like the trap is like, oh, I got to feel out of breath all the time. I got to feel like I'm hitting a PR. I got to feel like I'm losing weight super quickly at the beginning, right? It's like, well, hold on, like consistency is what's going to get you there, right? Or the flip side, where people go so freaking hard in their training and they do that for like 1 to 2 weeks, and then they take a week or two off to rest, right? Because they're so beat up, or they're so wrecked, right? Or they potentially hurt themselves, right?
Yeah.
So that's trap number one. I feel like this is probably the one of the bigger traps that people fall into. Trap number 2 is ignoring nutrition. A lot of people join the gym and they're like, okay, I want to get my fitness in. I know that working out is really good for you, which by the way, it is. And they just think that they can like really just eat whatever the heck they want, or they can drink whatever the heck they want. They can enjoy themselves on the weekends. But there is an element that you do have to focus on fueling your body correctly.
Yeah, I feel like it's like an old school thing to say, like, I work out so that I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, if you speak to the general population of people who work out, for sure there's an element of like living life in balance and enjoying simple pleasures in life. But I think most people would agree that their workouts are more enjoyable when they are fueling themselves well. And also it's sort of like this cycle. Like when you work out, you feel more inspired to want to eat well. And then when you eat well, your workouts feel better. And so it does sort of play into each other. But I feel like it's such an old school mindset of being like, oh, I work out so that I can eat whatever I want or do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that just isn't actually how it works.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like I said, like having many conversations over the last 2 weeks with a lot of our athletes, like a lot of people do have really cool performance goals, right? Like they either want to perform better in the gym, they want to lose a little bit of weight, they want to be able to start running more often, they want to start doing a certain amount of gymnastic skills, whether that's getting their handstand walking or their
Right.
bar muscle ups or their toes to bar, right? Or they want to improve their speed of running, right? Or when they're doing conditioning pieces, they want to feel better in their conditioning pieces and feel like they're not dragging their feet behind them.
Yeah.
And like the thought process is, well, like I'm training 5 days a week. Like, why can't I lose that weight, or why can't I perform, or why can't I get that gymnastic movement, or whatever, right? And like for a majority of people, you don't need to train anymore. You just need to dial in your nutrition,
Right.
right? You need to focus on eating adequate amount of protein. You got to be fueling yourself with the right carbohydrates, right? You got to be getting some fruits in, you got to be getting some potatoes in, you got to get some rice in, you got to get your veggies in, right? So a lot of times we think exercise, but then neglect the nutrition side of things, and that is a trap that a lot of people kind of fall into. They think more exercise, more movement, more intensity, and then it's like, well, if actually you did maybe even a little bit less exercise, right? If you trained 4 days, or maybe you kept your 5th day in there, but took maybe 30% of your energy that you want to put more into exercise and more into training, and just put that into your nutrition, meal prepped a little bit more, had a little bit more planning, did a little bit more grocery shopping and execution on that, then actually you would kill most of your goals. You would lose the weight. You would feel faster in your running. You would feel like you're really like pushing on the gas pedal in the conditioning pieces, right? So I think that's a big trap that
Is
a lot of
it
people
like
fall
a
into.
trap to, just to like build on what you were saying, but a lot of people, it's such a common occurrence that I hear just in general. I see it on social media, people sort of being like, oh, like I'm doing all the right stuff, but I'm not getting any results. Like that's sort of a common phrase that's said.
Like you're doing everything. I think, yeah, for
A
sure.
lot of people say that.
Yeah.
And I think that
True.
you're falling into the trap of maybe looking at what you're doing through an emotional lens and not a factual lens.
Yeah, for sure. A lot like
It's such a touchy one to talk about because it triggers people. But like a lot of times people are like, I eat so healthy.
yeah, and then you peel back the layers
And
you're
then
like,
but I'm not losing weight or whatever. Or like I'm always in a deficit and I'm not losing weight.
yeah.
Those are things that like you see online all the time on TikTok when I'm scrolling. I hear it come out of people's mouths, and I probably said it myself at some stage. And I think that's like a trap of maybe being slightly unaware of like the facts of the situation, because it's not like factually possible to be in a deficit and not lose weight.
Yeah, I think if we like zoom out and we don't even talk about the weight loss side of things, we just talked about people's goals in general. It definitely, like, anytime you have a goal, it is an emotional element, and it takes an
you're
emotional
attached to
toll
it.
over this. And I think, again, going back to several conversations I've had, I've asked people, like, the first thing I ask people is, like, what are 1 to 3 goals that is top of mind that you want to be accomplishing over the next, let's say, few months?
Okay.
And a lot of people first put this out there. They say, I want to do this, but I'm not sure if it's realistic. And that's how they start their goal. And I've had this conversation with a few people, and I tell everyone this: whatever goal you set yourself, it's going to be realistic based on the effort that you're willing to put in. And let's say someone wants to lose 10 pounds and they're like, I'm not sure if that's going to be realistic for me to lose 10 pounds. I'm like, yo, if someone was paying you $100 million to lose 30 pounds, we could shave 30 pounds off your body, right? That's such an extreme, but we could do it. We could lose 30 pounds, not in a healthy way, but we can definitely shave 30 pounds off your body here, right? I mean, we see it in like the most extreme situations. We see it with like UFC fighters and boxers and people who have like weight limitations for competitions, right? Even like Olympic lifters and things like that.
Right.
Right. So if like you were to set an actual goal that you have, no matter your age, no matter what your actual goal is, you can accomplish it. Now, if you are really struggling at accomplishing that goal, then you need to be able to tell yourself that something is not working.
Right.
It's not by chance. It's not by luck that it's just not you, right? If you really want to get a muscle up, if you really want to lose 10 pounds, if you really want to run a marathon, you can do all of these, somewhat realistic goals. You know what I mean? Like you tell me what you want to fly. Well, sorry, that's not humanly possible, right? But if you have like an actual fitness goal, you can absolutely, based on the importance of that goal to you,
get it done,
and how much effort you want to put in, you can do that, right? So for sure, if like maybe a fitness trap is thinking that you've done everything to do that, that would definitely be a fitness trap. Because if you're really dedicated and you're actually like, it takes a lot of internal reflection to be like, you know what, I've tried doing this and it's not working. What is not working about this? It could be your calculation of calories. Maybe you're just off putting your calories. You're not doing a good job of understanding the accurate measurements.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like, I struggle at running, well, are you following a running program that's slowly building up your mileage? Right. I've been trying to get a muscle up for 1 year now or 2 years now, and I still don't have a muscle up. It's like, okay, well, how many times per week do you actually practice that muscle up? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I'd practice it like once last month. It's like, well, that's definitely not going to get you a muscle up in the next 6 months from now. You got to be training. You got to be doing at least 2 to 3 drills on it, at least minimum once per week, consistently for a full year if you want to try to get it, right? Again, depending on where your level of fitness is. If you can do a strict pull-up or you can do multiple strict pull-ups and you have the goal of doing a muscle-up, hell yeah, you can do that. If you're telling me you don't have a pull-up yet, well, maybe the bar muscle-up is not the goal yet. Maybe getting the strict pull-up is the goal.
Right.
So yeah, so for sure there is a trap of thinking that you've done everything without actually reflecting and being self-aware of, like, you know what, I'm just not doing the right things.
Right.
Did that answer that question?
Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a question. I feel like it was a good information.
Yeah. I guess this kind of goes into the next point. This next trap is not having a clear goal.
Right.
It's really hard for people to lose the 10 pounds. It's really hard for people to get good at running. It's really hard for people to potentially get their first ever pull-up, right? If they don't have a clear goal. If you're just trying to get fitter, like, it's too vague. Too vague. Set yourself some actual clear goals. Like, I want to be able to do my first strict pull-up. I want to be able to run 1 kilometer without feeling like I need to walk, right? I want to be able to do a conditioning piece without needing to use my asthma pump, right? Like, I'm going to approach it. I'm going to build on my aerobic fitness over the next few months, and I'm going to make sure that I'm starting the conditioning pieces a little bit slower, and I'm going to build as I go throughout, right? And not feel like I need to go grab my asthma pump, right? So having like a clear goal, and this is what I'm doing with a lot of our clients, helps them set their structure, their game plan, how they're training. It helps boost the motivation and things like that. But it kind of sets a clear goal of, okay, I have this like vagueness to my training, but now I have clarity, and now I'm going to dial it in.
Yeah.
Right? Now I know exactly what I have to do for nutrition. Now I know exactly what I have to do for sleep. Now I know exactly what I have to do in order to run 5 kilometers really, really fast.
Yeah. I love that.
So yeah, don't fall into
Clear
that
goal.
Don't fall into that trap of just being like so general, right? Like, I'm just here to get fitter, and that's a great it's great to want to get fitter. It's great to want to be healthier, but just having a clear understanding. Actually, we had a brand new client.
Like, what does it mean to you to be
Yeah.
fitter?
I had like a brand new client that came in today, and been doing this a while, so I know how to kind of probe and get to people and figure out like what their whys are. And she's awesome. She's 2 months postpartum with her second child.
God bless.
She was so sweet, and she signed up. She did awesome. The 9 a.m. class really boosted her up, so that was pretty cool. And she's like, I'm just probing her, asking her like, oh, like, what are your goals and things like that. And she's like, I just want to get healthier. I just want to be fitter. And I keep asking her, and she's like, like, I just have my second kid right now, and that's probably going to be it. But man, they require so much work, and I'm just running around all the time, and I don't want to be tired anymore running after them. I just want to feel fit enough to get through my day and feel good about my situation, right? And to be able to play with my kids. Right. So that in itself is a really good goal, right? Like, hey, I want to be able to, for an hour, just play with my kids, right?
Love it.
Bring the vagueness and bring some clarity, remove the vagueness and bring some clarity to your goals.
And I like that goal a lot. That's a great example of a goal because, we often talk about like achievement-based goals of like getting this movement or running this fast or whatever. And, being able to get on the floor and play with your kids or not feel so exhausted at the end of the day after taking care of small children, like and also realistic goal, defined goal, but a different type of goal than maybe we gravitate towards when we're giving our examples.
Yeah. Okay. Probably have time for 2 more traps here. The next one is relying on motivation instead of systems that are in place.
Your motivation gonna die, folks.
Motivation's not always going to be there.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna go away.
There's going to be some days that you're like, freak yeah, I want to crush this workout. I can't wait to get to the gym. You get your coffee and you get your pre-workout. You're fucking pumped up. I'm going to smash this PR. And then there are other days that you're like, oh my God, like I'm struggling to get out of bed. The alarm is off. It's 5 a.m.
You're like, do I have to do fitness?
Yeah. And you just kind of get to the gym and you go through the motions here, right?
Right.
So there are going to be days that motivation is extra high, but I promise you there's probably going to be way more days where motivation is going to be low, but you have to rely on the habits or the systems that you've put in place here, right? So let's use some 6 a.m. examples here. A lot of people, like, their day starts with an alarm clock to wake up early in the morning at a same time almost every single day. And some of them might have their clothes out, right, ready to go. That is their system, right? They've signed up for the workout. They have their clothes out.
System that I learned about.
Yeah, go for it.
Alice, when she puts her alarm in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
When she goes to get out of bed, I'm putting her on blast. She counts to 10, and then she has to get out of bed.
Oh,
like when her alarm rings.
Yeah. She counts like 1 to 10, and then at 10 she gets out of bed.
She has to get out of bed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's she's created, like she's like gamified it almost with herself and like allowed herself that extra second to lay there, but no more than 10 seconds so it doesn't get out of control. And then she gets out of bed.
That's awesome.
She was telling us about this and I thought it was so funny. And it's so like cool. So of her personality.
Yeah. I don't know how you do that. I feel like my brain is so foggy in the morning, but her brain is just alert already. She's just like, oh, alarm. Okay, 1, 2. Like I'm like, oh my God, the alarm's off. What time is it? What day is it? Oh shit, it's Wednesday morning. I'm coaching the 6 a.m. Okay, here we go.
Malice is at 9, 10,
and then she's like, properly sits up, crosses her legs over.
She's probably a robot.
It's time to start the day.
Yeah.
And gets up. Her clothes are just like ready in front of her. There's like some machinery just puts it on her.
We watch The Grinch way too often.
That's exactly it. Yeah. And then she hops on her little like what do you
chair.
Call it? The scooter. You know the things that you stand on. They're like a scooter, but then you move forward and it rolls her down her hallway. Shoot, and then right to her shoes. She puts her shoes on and then she walks out. Her bag's already there. She's set to go. That's Malice's
Yeah.
system.
No, but I just thought it was funny when we were talking about that, how she was saying that she counts to 10 and then she gets out of bed. But, like everything is down to his science.
Yeah.
Like for the 6 a.m.ers, they have their morning routine down to a freaking science.
Let's use Madlis for an example. I mean, she goes to work right next to the gym, so that means she probably has to prep her work clothes. She has to prep her lunch. Like she has to get everything ready. So she has a system in place.
She makes her breakfast the night before. Like everything is ready to go.
Yeah, same. Exactly. Yeah. So like I coach one of the 6 a.m.s in the week on Wednesdays, and I have the pan literally on the oven. Obviously not on, but at night I put the pan on,
ready to go, waiting for your eggs in the morning.
I put my plate there. I put my fork and my spoon
trapped
there.
me this morning.
I have my bowl with oatmeal already poured into the actual bowl, so I literally just have to put the water in the morning. I have my coffee with my mug with my coffee in it and my creatine in it. I have my water with my greens in it. I have my supplements already out on the plate, so I can literally just toss them in. Like these are systems that people are creating so that it doesn't happen where it's just like, oh, am I motivated to go to the gym? No, not so much. Okay, I'm going to cancel my workout, right? Which for a lot of people, the goal is to build the systems and the habits in place so that it becomes non-negotiable and it becomes a system. It becomes automated.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that there are a lot of other people, like for example, a lot of people go to work throughout the day and then they come straight from work. So they probably pack their gym bag.
Oh yeah, they're leaving the house with their luggage in the morning.
Yeah, like they got their bag, their shoes and everything like in the car ready to go so that when they leave work, they can hustle right to the gym. They pull out their gym bag, like everything is in there. Or some of them are probably bringing a change of clothes. So they either change at the gym or sometimes they even change at work and then they come right in. Like these systems are what's going to allow you to build the consistency rather than just relying on the motivation. Anything else to add to that?
No.
And book your class on Wodify. That definitely helps.
Yeah. And just in case you didn't know, we can see when you cancel.
We sure can.
Your name doesn't just disappear from the list like it does to your peers.
Yeah.
To the coaches, we just see you, but it says canceled beside with a line through your name. So don't think that you're being sneaky. Don't think that we didn't notice.
We see it.
We see you.
Okay, the last trap. This could be like a whole topic here.
Oh, but love it. Open the can of worms.
Let's trap is, we'll call it skipping the boring stuff. Which the boring stuff, depending on each person's goals and each person's like fitness journey, there is going to be boring stuff that's needed to be done. And skipping it is the biggest trap. And what I mean by that is
cherry picking.
Yeah, think about like the mobility work. So many people are like, I want to improve on mobility. I want to decrease my risk of injury. I want to, feel better in the overhead position. I want to hang better from a pull-up bar. I want to feel like I can squat lower and more comfortably, right? But they do their 60 minutes of group class and then they get in their car, drive home.
Hightail it out of here.
It's like mobility stuff is going to be super crucial. Spend 5 to 10 minutes after class working on it, right? Sleep, putting a little bit of extra emphasis on your sleep, right? Making sure your room is a little colder, making sure the lights are darker later into the night. And here in Montreal, the days are getting longer.
God bless.
Thank God. A lot more sun. But, we still around bedtime want to make sure that the hallway lights are not on. We want to make sure the living room lights are not on. The bathroom lights are not on. Like you really want to keep darkness to its maximum and lightness to its minimum.
A choice of words, but yes, dark, good, light, bad.
Yes, you want to make sure it's as dark as possible.
At dodo time.
You want room to be at dodo time, to be as cold as possible, right? So it's just don't skip out on the boring stuff. If you're trying to get better at cardio, then you got to do more of the boring zone 2, zone 3 training, right? If you want a stronger core, well, then you got to get on the ground and you got to do some core work, right? Or some accessory work. If you're like, oh, I want to get my bar muscle up, but it's like also you need to get stronger in your upper body pulling. So you got to do some strict pull-ups, right? Everybody wants the fanciest, gymnastic drills, but it's like we just had conversation. Gotta go back to
basics.
Had a good conversation with Oceane. She even put this on her story, or she made a reel of her story. No, I think she made a reel about it. And one of her goals is handstand walking, and it's like, quite simply, you just got to spend more time upside down on your hands, right? So we kind of create like an actual structure so that she's knowing what to do upside down, but you just got to get upside down, right? You just
got to do it.
You got to do the boring stuff. There's nothing like that. There's no special drill that's going to magically give you handstand walking. It's just you got to spend time upside down, and then we could make it a little bit more entertaining by doing different things. But reality, we got to do the boring stuff. Got to get upside down, right? So I think that's a decent amount of traps. I've definitely fallen into maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 of those throughout my last 10 plus years of CrossFit.
I have as well.
Is there one that you feel like you've fallen into a little bit more?
Early days, I used to cherry pick workouts a lot.
Okay.
Like I wanted to be better at CrossFit and I wanted to lift heavier, but I skipped all the days that had heavy lifting because I sucked at it. So that would have been like a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big one for me.
Okay.
I don't like feeling like I suck at something. So I would avoid things that I suck at and then be like, why am I not getting better?
Gotcha.
And I think now I'm slightly more comfortable working on my weaknesses.
Okay. I love it.
Although I still don't like the early stages of trying to get a new skill or early stages of everything,
Yeah.
It's just, I personally mentally struggle with that. And I'm like, this is a necessary part of the process.
Yeah.
So just accepting that you're not going to get good at something without practicing.
Yep. Love it. My trap has definitely been the boring thing. I like the shiny object. For sure, the boring thing has gotten me in some trouble in the past. Or not doing the boring stuff has gotten me to where I'd want to be, because I would skip out on the boring stuff.
Yeah.
That was definitely something I learned a few years back when I hired my first coach, and he was like, no, you just got to do the boring stuff. I'm like, fine.
Shut up.
Where's the cool ring muscle up drills? Like, no, you just got to get better at just doing strict pull-ups right now. And, your shoulder won't feel like it's, falling off the bone right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh no, you actually do just got to do some slow tempo back squats and pausing in the bottom. And, if you want to get better at squatting mechanics and things like that, right? So yeah, boring stuff has been my kryptonite in the past, but definitely gotten better over the last few years. Okay, we're going to end the podcast the same way we always do, with Client of the Week.
Pew, 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 pew.
This client has been killing it. I'm very proud of them.
Sorry.
They've been pushing it, not just in the gym, but they've been pushing it outside the gym as well.
We love it.
They bring a really fun attitude to the classes. They're getting a little bit more out of their comfort zone each and every session. It's been a few months that they've been a part of our gym now. And this client is Ian.
Yay. Shout out Ian.
So this is Ian Green, who's been absolutely killing it in the gym. Even now, I just coached him, and he's
machine.
He's biking outside the gym. He's running outside the gym. He's hitting his 3 to 4 sessions inside the gym. I actually have my coach's corner with him in a couple days from now, so I don't even know what his specific goals are, but I'm very excited to sit down with him.
Love it.
But he's always bringing a good energy and attitude towards others in the class as well. I just appreciate him being at CrossFit Max. And he's almost at 100 classes now. We just took a peek.
He's going to be up on that board in no time.
Absolutely. So shout out to Ian.
What's the first one? Yellow?
On the board? Yeah. 100 classes, level yellow. So he's almost there. Yeah. So shout out to Ian. Thank you guys for listening. Hey, Nikki, thank you for reaching out to us. Hopefully we covered your topic well. If you guys have any other questions that you want us to cover, please shoot them.
Promise that I'll make Brandon do the sound effect next time.
What was it again? Witchika.
Yeah, I thought you were just pulling my leg.
There we go. I got it. All right, guys. This podcast is
A little
done.
bit more passion next time, please. Like a witchika.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Bye.